No one will find a cure for that rare disease until you do.
Glioblastoma is by far one of the most aggressive forms of brain cancer. In most cases, you're expecting survival outcomes of these patients to be a few weeks to a few months at the most. But eventually, when you get to the registration trial, the pivotal phase 3 clinical trial, that's where these drugs end up failing when you conduct a phase 3 registration trial. The big challenge is that patients know that there is an equal chance that half of them will end up in a control arm where they'll get the standard of care and the other half will get the experimental therapy. That makes it very difficult for a company like us to do a successful or to conduct a successful phase 3 clinical trial without having so many patients dropping out from their study. This is where Medidata Acorn AI came into play for medeI Senna. They had this incredible ability to generate a synthetic control arm. Instead of relying on literature data, we would be able to collect data from patients that have been matched nearly equivalent to the patients that were treated in our clinical trial. What we were able to get from the FDA was, in fact, the very first design of a phase 3 registration trial where the majority of patients would come from a synthetic control arm or an external control arm. So that was a big accomplishment for us, and when you talk about dealing with the impossible, this is basically what we were able to accomplish.